Well, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 184 of the Let's Play World. We are starting out over here at the base because I want to pick up a couple things before we head back to our dig site. Specifically, I want to grab the maps, or a map. I brought a banner out there, and I'm thinking it's probably this map that we will be on, and I want to add the dig site to our map. So let's fly back over to the dig site, which hopefully will be a little bit easier to spot this time. And I'll show you what I've done over here, which is not much, to be completely honest. Since last episode, I just cleaned up a bit and kind of got things organized. There we go. So you can see I've just kind of cleared out a consistent space around our dig. I kind of want it to be like a 3-block buffer. And then continued to grow some bamboo and all of that. I've got a banner called Dig Site. Let's put that somewhere. Let's see where we could put that. Probably put it just right here on the back of the build. There we go. And if I tap the map on it, Dig Site. Fantastic. I think for now, I'm just going to put the map in here with all of our other treasures that we've gotten. We got a heart pottery sherd, we got a burn pottery sherd, some glass, some candles, some dye, a bit of coarse dirt, bunch of gravel. So, yeah, and we've only dug this much so far. Well, actually a little further. Once you get in here, it does go a bit deeper with our digging. But before we get back down there, I want to remove some of this stone. I wasn't sure initially if the stone was part of the build, and so I was careful not to remove it, but I'm pretty confident that we can strip this away. This last week, I have felt awful. Just allergy city over in my part of the world. The weather got really nice and everything bloomed, and my nose just went crazy, and then I ended up getting like a sinus infection, and I was just miserable for a couple of days. So it feels good to be upright and doing something again. I bought myself a new camera. For those of you who follow the channel and follow me over on Discord, you know I talk about a lot of creative projects and things like that. And one thing I like to do very much is take photos and be creative in a photographic way. And I bought a pretty cool little camera. I had tried out a couple of other cameras. I borrowed a friend's Fujifilm, but it was a little bigger than I wanted. And then I picked up a Sony camera, which was okay, but I didn't like how difficult it was to use. Like all of the controls were kind of buried in menus, and I like to do more of the manual photography thing, so I have access to controls. And I ended up picking up a Ricoh, which is a large sensor point and shoot. So it is a fixed focal length lens, an ASPC size sensor. So the depth of field and the color and sharpness are all pretty incredible, and it's very pocket sized. It's very portable, and I've gotten to mess with it only a little bit. I didn't feel great, so I didn't go outside much in the nice weather, but I'm excited to put it through its paces. I don't know if you can hear them, but there's definitely skeletons around here. I'm pretty sure we're close to a cave. Oh, there's one. I hear zombies. Well, this thing is a weird shape, different than I thought it was going to be. Seems to go a bit in this direction, seems to maybe go a bit in this direction. I can't tell if this is natural or if this is going to be part of it, but I can see that there's still some stuff going on down there. And then around the corner here, you can see it goes back a bit here as well. So pretty large structure. I'm just going to keep digging away and see what we come up with. definitely hear skeletons in this direction, and I hear zombies in this direction. All right, another day down, and this thing is getting pretty big. It goes off in that direction, it goes off in that direction, it goes off in that direction, and it goes really deep. I'm surprised how far underground this thing goes. So I'm just stripping it away, kind of layer by layer, seeing what we find. This seems to be the edge so far. On this side over here, I can't quite tell how far over it goes. Same in this direction. So I'm just going to keep stripping away at it. I think the next thing I want to do here is widen our space here because we are digging well under our fence, and I would like to open this up so we can kind of see the scope and the scale of this dig. So I think I'm going to tear down the fence and then just kind of clear the area, then rebuild the fence, and then dig this area out. Hello, Ocelot. So that right there is going to be the northern wall. And I'm thinking once we figure this out here, it will push out even further in the west, and it might poke out a little bit more over here on the east side. I still haven't figured out how far it goes south, but that is definitely the north end. And so that's how big the dig site's going to be on that side. I still need to go around and do a little terraforming here to make it kind of sit nice. And I kind of want there to be a 1 block gap inside the fence so that we can walk around and actually look down inside of it. For now, let's keep digging. This end is pretty well defined. I think that is the corner, and we come around this way, we can walk around the back of this building here. I don't think the granite is part of it, so we'll pull that out. And we can see the backside of that building. There's a little bit of cobble here, so we're going to keep digging into this space here. gosh, it goes back even further. I am absolutely astounded at the size of this thing. It is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's a really cool project to kind of dig through this and unearth it. I found our cave. Seems to be right under here. All kinds of critters running around. Sounds like there might be either the same cave or a different cave on this side. So we'll see what happens once we start unearthing some of this. Oh my gosh. I figured out where all the skeletons are. I probably also figured out what happened to these poor people. Oh my gosh. So there's a skeleton spawner right there, apparently. Well, wonder if I can get in there and light this thing up. There we go. Wow, it is right next to this thing. That is crazy. Anything good? Ooh, a name tag, I'll take that. Gunpowder's always good. Well, what an interesting find. Well, I think this is the whole thing. I still have a bit of cleaning to do, and I'd like to take the roof off of the entire dig so that we can see the whole thing from the surface. And I still need to give us that 3-block buffer all the way around. But I think I have unearthed all of it. I don't think there's anything else over here. Really a cool space. I'm really impressed with how big of a structure it all is. And it's very interesting. Each of these little buildings has different stuff going on. I thought when I started digging that it was just going to be this, just the north-south part. And then when we started uncovering all this, that was really kind of icing on the cake. Very neat and very cool to dig up. As far as loot, there's a ton of loot in this thing. Let me show you what I've gathered. I've been putting it all in a double chest. And if we take a look, got a whole bunch of pottery sherds that I've never seen before. So burn, howl, friend, heartbreak, danger, sheaf, and heart. A lot of fun things, you know, the colored glass, the dyes, the candles. That's just kind of fun and cool. And then I got 4 new smithing templates: Wayfinder, Host, Razor, and Shaper. And again, I don't think I've seen any of those. So that was a really cool find as well. I also ended up with a ton of gravel and dirt and stone. So as far as resources, we're doing pretty well with those. I'm getting low on torches and rockets, so I want to head back to base and kind of resupply and maybe get something done over there while we're visiting. Okay, first thing I want to do, put the map back, see what that looks like. Nice. So there we are, jungle compound, and our dig site is just south of us. The other thing I want to do is address our doors. Last episode, I mentioned some comments that I got about the edges of the doors and how buttons weren't really appropriate, and I gave you some other options, and pretty overwhelmingly, people liked either the chiseled stone or just the stone bricks. And I got a comment from Michael who suggested, why not do the stone bricks, but do chiseled whenever it feels appropriate? So maybe if a door is more prominent or used more often. And so I think that's the way I'm going to go. I'm going to grab some vines so that we can make some mossy stone bricks. And I'm going to throw a few of these in the furnace so we can have some cracked stone bricks. The map room is going to get chiseled bricks. It just seems pretty important, and it's at the end of the hallway, which I think is very prominent and formal looking, so I think it makes sense to have chiseled. The doorway to the storage room also going to have chiseled bricks, just because we use it a lot. The doorway to the base is not going to have chiseled bricks, and the reason is I think it would be a little bit distracting walking into this space and seeing the chiseled bricks right here. And when you walk into the hall and then get the reveal of the chiseled bricks, I think it's a little bit more dramatic. So no chiseled bricks in the entryway. Utility room, no chiseled bricks. Bedroom, no chiseled bricks. The workroom, no chiseled bricks. The portal room, yes, chiseled bricks. And the back door, no chiseled bricks for now. I might change my mind on that because it is a pretty big focal point of the base, and you know, it would look very cool, but it's not a major entrance or exit or anything, so I'm gonna go without for now, and maybe I'll change my mind. And after a bit of texturing, I think that looks really, really good. So those were great suggestions. And yeah, those doorways look fantastic. I have so many buttons. I'm not sure what to do with all these buttons. Anybody got any ideas for a button build? Let me know. If you got this far in the video and this is the kind of thing you like, consider hitting the membership or join button right below the video there. I have memberships for as low as 99 cents, and it's really a fun way to get more out of the channel. Next episode, we're going to finish our dig site build, and we'll get some work done over here in the base in one of the rooms that we haven't worked on yet. It'll be pretty cool. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.